Relax.
Welcome again to the Franciscan Hermitage as we celebrate the 23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. I want to spend a little bit of time on the first and the third readings. In the first reading, it's very clear there that God speaking through the prophet is saying, we have an obligation to correct people. Now, we have to really understand how that works. You just don't tell somebody what to do. What you do is correct, first of all, by your example. Remember, we've got to preserve the love relationship. That's what's important. So, I want to give you an example. Years ago, I was friends with a young couple who had a teenager who was getting involved in drugs. And they were beside themselves trying to figure out what can they do to help this son. So at one point they called him in and in a very loving way told him that he can't continue to lead a life as a druggie, that he's got to put his life together. And the teenager got so angry that he left the house and never came back. Lost complete connection with his parents. Now, if you can imagine what it was like for the parents thinking, did we do the right thing? Well, thank goodness they belonged to a meditation support group. And so they went to this group and they said, look, please help us to understand if we did the right thing. So someone in the meditation support group said, let's all go into meditation and ask the Holy Spirit to help us to understand this situation. So they all went into meditation. And after about 10 minutes, the whole group came out of meditation and said, I am getting the impression that you have done the right thing and that you can be at peace because you were doing in a loving way what you felt needed to be done to help your son. So at least they were getting support from the community. Now please note, in the gospel, the very last text says that where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in their midst. That meditation support group gave peace to that couple for the decision that they made in correcting their son. Thank goodness that after a couple of years, this young son spiritually woke up and realized that what his parents had been telling him was really the truth, and they had to change his life. And he came back. And of course, the parents accepted him, and he went on to complete an education and become a very successful professional person. My dear friends, these readings, as I have said over and over again, are here to help us to understand the life process and to be able to live with a little more joy and a little more peace. If you are a meditator, please continue to do your meditations on a daily basis. That's where your anchor is. Also, you know, the gospel says, freely have you received, freely give. If meditation is really important in your life, share that with other people so you can get more people involved in daily meditation. That's the way we are going to change our world. When we change the thought process, only then will the world change. If you don't have a meditation support group, perhaps you can find one that you can become a part of, or start your own. Remembering this passage, that wherever two or three are gathered, there is the divine presence to help you and others to lead a very happy, very successful, and very peaceful life. My dear friends, check out your prayer life. See what you can do about bringing meditation into your daily life. And let the Spirit work in you and through you to help bring us all to world peace. Remember, you are a powerful spiritual being, and love makes the difference. God bless.